take everything you find. We stay here until tomorrow. Can't let them win this time. Something around here feels hollow. Don't look down, just climb. Need to have a path to follow. I'm right behind. I'm so madly in love with you. So stay and let this move. You should let me inspire. We can stay by its fire.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle, and I do the readings. So, we had a interruption last night, and we still pick up the pieces from that. We owe some people some questions. We got Nirvana Bliss's question. Chantel, I see you. We have get to your question next. We have another PayPal question from, let's see, from PS, and I think that's it. Oh, we got Nikona. There you go. Finish the reading from the mushroom farm that was interrupted. 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. Let me finish that. Let's see, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. Let me pull that up on here. Based upon those cards, 5 of Cups looks like it's a disappointment. 4 of Cups, so this is something that you are interested in. You're definitely not going to be talked out of it for sure. Something that you are interested in. The 5 of Cups would mean that it's sort of disappointing at the first. The fact that you have a lot of cups in there. Sarah, I got you in the queue. Sarah, let me know what your question was. I appreciate it. So overall, I would just wait. The 5 of Cups of disappointment feels like right now may not be the thing. The 4 of Cups feels like this is not something that merges or matches well with you, but the Knight of Pentacles says there is some component of that does work, but it's not the mushroom farm, if that makes sense. There's some component of that here that actually functions, that actually would work, but not exactly that as you sort of have it. That's based upon what I see. Based upon what I see. Again, everything got trashed yesterday. I mean, so you got to do what you got to do. But anyway, let's go to Nirvana Bliss. When will some money come in? Let's use, since we already have the Curious Creatures out for Chantel's reading, which is coming up next. We're going to do this one. And then we got, and it said boredom. Yeah, kind of boredom. We got Chantel coming up after this. And we got Sarah in the mix as well. TR, thank you for your donation. We got you in the mix too. We got a little bit of everybody. So again, we have to pick up the pieces from last night and run with it. The new Aries guys, thoughts and feelings. I got to that one, I think. Future actions. I remember getting to that one. Go back and rewind. Anyway, go back and rewind. Yesterday's and see if it's not there, because I have marked that what are the new Aries guys' actions and feelings as completed on my screen. Anyway, all right, Nirvana, it is time for you finally. When will money come in? 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. There is some concern about this. It's almost like that you challenge kind of getting money in. You challenge kind of getting everything stable. There is a bit of instability sort of in the mix, and it's hard to sort of pick that up and run with it. Kolziah, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate you. But it just feels like the 9 of Swords. We are concerned. We are worried about. This is something we are sort of thinking about. So money has been a challenge for a bit of a while here. 10 of Swords feels like you've lost the capability, or you've lost some big component of getting, right? Of getting some pieces of that. So it's like the money just not coming in because of you lost something. You lost a component that you kind of need, right? The Ten of Swords. Something was cut out, something was cut down, and it feels like, that it's kind of ruined it basically for you. So it does feel like that you need to replenish whatever was cut. By the way, this is the Curious Creatures Tarot. I just unboxed that on the channel if you want to go check that out. But yeah, it does feel like that this is challenging. You need to get that component back. If you don't really have a main source of income. You don't have a piece of income that you need. Five of Wands says there's a reason it was cut out. I mean, it is something that you have to get back. Not only that, but it is going to be kind of challenged to get that back in full swing. You're just going to have to fight for it, right? We have to fight to get a replenishment of where we're at coming in money. We lost our main component of getting that in, and it is worrisome. It is bothersome. So I would keep on it. I would keep focused on it. I would definitely chase that because that is going to be important to you. Obviously, getting the money in and all of this other stuff. So there you go. Component. It could be in the makeup readings posted earlier. It could be. You got to be subscribed to the channel to see the makeup reading. You got to be, I mean, you come to the stream, you kind of got to be subscribed anyway, right? We got a bit of a subscription requirement there, because if you come to the stream and something weird happens and I got to bail or something like that, then it's going to be posted later. Anyway, all right, so we got the Curious Creatures set up for Chantel's reading, which is next. Nama, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Or my text not going through. I don't know. All right. Let's get Chantel. Chantel wants to know. Chantel, basically, thank you for your kind words over the messaging system. I appreciate that as well. All right. What are PDB current feelings? And will he unblock? All right. What are the current feelings for this individual, and will they unblock? Lachey, I don't see anything yet. Let me look. Let me double check. Still picking up the pieces. Are you PS? Lachey, are you PS on there? Anyway, I got a message from PS that needed to know, is Andrew going to be my boyfriend? So, hey, I don't know. KD, welcome to the stream. In case you missed it, KD, we had a family emergency last night. So, I mean, that's just one of those. You got to do what you got to do. Anyway, PDB feelings, will they unblock me? This is something we need to know. Six of Swords, Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. I like it a lot. I think this individual, okay. All right. We lost a lot of steam on the steam engine as the train goes forward, right? Tosh, thank you for your donation. We lost a lot of steam out of this. Nama, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. It feels like the page and the page. You got a Page of Cups and Page of Swords. This is one of those things where we lost a lot of momentum earlier. I mean, we lost a lot of momentum emotionally, right? We had a big disconnect emotionally. We're just not on the same page. It feels like emotionally sort of reaching out, not getting what we needed, right? A lot of problems getting into that. Page of Swords is the communication is harsh. The communication feels like it's just not happening. And you see that with being blocked on apparently the only system that you can get through and get, connected with, which appears to be WhatsApp. So yeah, they need to unblock you in order to have, this communication, the connection that you need going through that. So you got a couple of pages, meaning a lot of steam has lost here. You have a lot of momentum that's gone. You have a lot of movement that just is not happening right now. Now, does that mean it's never going to be fixed? No, I think they will unblock you, and I think that their current feelings are pretty good, right? But they just don't want to unblock just yet. Ten of Cups is a happy home, happy family. I think that really works. I think there's a lot of magic here. And once they unblock, once you can get connected, once you can get talking again, I think you have a lot of good news coming in there. Six of Swords is going from a tough place to a better place, right? Lachey, I see your donation right there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lady Vegas, what's going on? But yeah, the Six of Swords is moving from a place of challenge to a better place, a sunshiny place. place, a more superior place where we're at now. So the happy home, happy family, along with improving the situation, making it go uphill, and basically getting that momentum back, right? Instead of it being clogged up, getting the momentum back. I think that's a key component, and I think that is going to work for you overall. So absolutely thumbs up. Get a little bit of the hearts over here. Get a little hearts in the love reading. I mean, this is what's going to happen. I like it a lot. Lachey, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Samantha's back. What's going on, Samantha? And Higher Self. How are both of y'all doing tonight? We had a little challenge last night, had a family member that needed some medical attention, and I wasn't aware of that. So somebody came and told me. Somebody came and kind of told me. I was like, oh my, okay. Anyway, so yeah, we got that all solved and everybody's fine and good now. So we are good. We're trying to catch up to all the stuff from last night that we missed on. We missed quite a bit. All right, we haven't even gotten to today's reading yet. We're still playing catch up, and on the catch up list is Sarah. All right, yesterday you said I had someone good connection was going to be cut out of my life. Is it a Libra? I need more info on somebody cutting out of my life. Let's find out what's going on with Sarah's donation over there. And then we got PS on PayPal, and then we're on today's readings. So, I mean, we dedicated a lot of time earlier. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I made a dedicated video. I'm very glad I made a dedicated video on the readings that we lost, because we would be here all night if not. Anyway, let's see. How's it going to go? Knight of Swords. Someone to be cut out of my life. Is it a Libra? Actually think, this is weird. Actually think it's a friend more of anything else. I mean, it feels like it's more of a friend and more than anything else. Anyway, all right. Yeah, Knight of Swords says that is coming sooner than later, right? You do have an action. You do have a lot of movement going through there. Three of Cups says this is a connection that's kind of casual or something like that. Definitely not somebody that's just emotionally just really close to us or whatnot. High Priestess says it's because of hidden information. It's because of somebody or something that happened, or somebody that has an opinion, or something that's going on in the background that you're completely unaware of, but that's just the way it goes. Ten of Swords reinvigorates this reading. It reinvigorates this reading. It says, indeed, you are getting things cut out. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, that Ten of Swords says things are getting cut out indeed. Things are getting cut. You had the Ten of Swords yesterday, and you had the Ten of Swords today. That is unusual. That is highly unusual, but hey, it works. Anyway, P.S. wants to know, is Andrew going to be my boyfriend? Andrew's right in chat. Andrew, you're going to be P.S.'s boyfriend. I am just saying. Is Andrew going to be my boyfriend? Now, I assume that the Andrew they're talking about is not the Andrew in chat. I don't know. If so, Andrew, I mean, you may have a stalker. Andrew, you may have a big fan out there. I don't know. You may have a big fan. Anyway, speaking of big fans, let's go over and look at all of the new decks we have. Included in all of the new decks we have is this one, the Phantom A Tarot. If you're not aware of that one, I just did an unboxing and review of that. Plus, I show the app. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta review the app. A lot of people, they'll get a deck of cards that have a dedicated app and they don't review the app. Who do you want to review the app? You want me. You want me, because I've had 30 years of software development experience. So I'm going to find all the damn bugs in your app. I can tell you that right now. And I'm going to give you a close look and a decent look, you know, give you a close and a decent look at how the app works and what I like, what I don't like about the app, coding wise, as well as what is it good for and how do you do it. So be sure to watch that video as well. Anyway, I'm assuming Andrew's not the one in chat. P.S. You can chime in. You may not be here. You may not be here. Rowan's Impressions. What's going on? Good to see you. DC, what's up? All right, you got the Lovers. I like it. I like it a lot. You got the Sun, Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Now, I think Andrew is indeed going to be your boyfriend. But it's not going to be a long-term relationship. It's not going to be something where Andrew is just there every day, like Andrew is on the stream every day. It's not going to be that situation. It's just not. It is just not. The Lovers and the Sun said, we have this boyfriend. We have this good thing coming up. The Lovers and the Sun say, this is a magical connection, a fantastic connection. P.S. This is a fantastic connection overall. Six of Pentacles it feels like that things just go so well, things go so magical. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. But the Three of Swords says there are some embedded challenges in this relationship that you're going to have to deal with. They're going to come around after the honeymoon spirit, a honeymoon time is over, and you're just going to have to deal with those because that's the way it goes. Rowan's Impressions, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But if you're willing to deal with the Three of Swords, a little bit of a heartbreak, a little bit of a drama in here, this is a fantastic thing. Andrew looks fantastic for you overall. I'm just saying, Andrew is 100% fantastic for you overall. P.S. I would highly recommend a little roll in the hay with Andrew, assuming it's not Andrew in chat. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you roll in the hay with Andrew in chat, make sure you don't do it during my stream. I mean, and I'm saying, okay, anyway. And finally, we're caught up. Jesus Christ. All right, Tiara, how will my night play out tonight? I'm a Libra. I don't know. Hopefully, Tiara, hopefully you get lucky tonight. I mean, I'm just saying, hopefully you get lucky tonight. Hopefully you get out and do some gambling, get lucky, win a gazillion dollars, win the lottery. I'm just saying tonight is a lottery night. You know what I mean? And it is daylight savings time too. So you get an extra hour to screw around tonight. I'm just saying, you get an extra hour to mess around tonight. So, if you do want to roll around in the hay tonight, then you get an extra hour for that. That is the best news. That is the best news of all. All right, let's see. How will the night play out tonight? I'm at work. Okay, well, being off work, number one, is a fantastic thing. So it's going to be a lot better than being at work. I can tell you that. Nine of Pentacles. I like it. It feels like you are indeed lucky tonight. You're getting through. You're getting a connection. You're getting things done. You got a nice second house thing going. It feels like a lot of fun things are happening tonight. Knight of Pentacles, too. It feels like that you kind of know where you want to go, right? You know where you want to go. You know where you want to be. This is definitely something after hours you're going to have a lot of fun with. Knight of Pentacles is kind of where you're at. Has it happen? I would kind of stay there maybe. Two of Pentacles, three, Queen of Wands. It does feel like you have a lot of things you can choose from tonight too. I think we have a lot of good choices tonight. That, you know what I mean? Two of Pentacles says in order to make those choices, we're going to have to sort of figure out where we're at, where we want to be, how we're going to do that. But Two of Pentacles says a lot of good choices tonight. I don't think it's one good thing. I think it's a lot of different things that are going to be fantastic. Queen of Wands means choose the correct thing to put your time, invest your time into. I think that's going to be fantastic. I think that's going to be fantastic. Choose where you're going to focus your time tonight because, again, there are multiple distractions, multiple things going on. You want to make sure that you get a good night. You get a fantastic night. There's a lot of good things coming out of it, right? You don't want to get one of those nights where you're like, man, I just wasted like 5 hours of my night and I'm going home empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? You don't want one of those. So we are going to go to the next read, which is called Zaya. Why N didn't reply to my last text? Let's find out. Why N? What is N doing over there? And why didn't they reply? Like, are they super busy? What's going on? The Ferric Painter Tarot is going to be good for this. Ferric Painter, Ferric Painter, Ferric Painter. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ain't nobody knows how to pronounce that. I mean, ain't nobody knows how to pronounce that. There you go. I mean, you get an extra an hour of sleep tonight, or you get an extra hour to roll in the hay with somebody tonight. That's what you need. That is what you need, is an extra hour to roll in the hay with somebody, especially on a Saturday night, right? BA, I got your donation in the queue. Thank you so much for your question over there. I appreciate that. You are about 4 away. You are about 4 away, BA. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Why didn't N reply to my last text? What's going on with that? King of Wands. We got the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. This is something they're just not ready for. They're not prepared for this. They're not ready. They feel like that this is something that they need time to process or need time to think about. It's not an emergency. It's not something they need to process or do immediately, right? They're sort of backing up a little bit. They're like, I don't know how much of this I'm going to commit to. I'm just going to sort of take it as it goes along. Val Mary, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But overall, I would just say, let's see. I would just say that, let's see, what am I doing here? Okay, I would just say that overall, this is just something they're not prepared for right now. Are they going to be prepared for it later? Maybe, but you definitely not right now. Not right now. This is something they're just not going to reply to immediately. So they're going to take their time if they do reply. Anyway, Val Mary, thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Nama has 2 questions. Are my S not going through? I have no idea what that means. Nama, let me know. Let me know what's going on. I want out of this world. I don't belong here. Why am I here? I never asked to be in this world, and I miss my cat Roxy. Okay, Nama, let me try to tackle this. Drolandra, I got you in the queue. Thank you so much for your donation over PayPal. All right. We want to be out of this world. I mean, let's find out. Let's find out if we can get out of this world, if we can escape out of this world. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? If I'm going to escape from out of this world, I'm going to do so with the Amy deck. With the Amy deck, otherwise known as Push Kitty, we're going to go with a little Buddha Tarot, because if you want to get Buddhist about this, if you want to get really Buddhist about this, you go with a little Buddha Tarot. I want out of this world. Why am I here? Who signed me up for all of this stuff going on? I mean, who signed me up for all of this going on? Let's find out who put you here, who signed you up. I mean, where you signed at the X and all that other stuff. Anyway, why am I here? The sun. I mean, you're here to bring basically good news. You're here to bring about good things to other people. I think you have an ability to sort of brighten up the room, an ability to sort of be there and be sort of dynamic and vivacious. People like to see you when you're sort of in that good mood. People, you really sort of get in there and shine up the room, right? I think that's kind of where it is at. I think that's sort of focused on what you need to be doing. It's sort of get into the stage of, being in other people's lives and improving their lives, because I think that you're able to listen to people. You're very empathetic. I think you're able to understand what things are going on with that. The Ace of Cups does say that there are a lot of new experiences, a lot of new things that have happened to you over the years, right? And a lot of times you sort of come into the negative, right? Sort of getting in that. The devil, some people have used you, or some people have sort of took advantage of you, or basically been mean to you, or stuff like that. This is going to be one of the problems that you're sort of going to have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, because nobody's exempt from negativity. I mean, nobody's exempt from negativity. Nobody's exempt from bad things in life. We all have it. We all got to go through it. We all survive. It's going to be okay, right? The Five of Swords says, don't let things in your life defeat you. You need to be your own individual person. You need to be somebody that, that just does their thing. And when you have experiences that are challenging, to sort of move past those and go and look at the positive and think about the glass half full kind of thing, right? Five of Swords, don't be defeated by everything, because it is easy to focus on negative things, and don't be focused too much on that. Obviously, understand why it happened. Don't let it happen again, but don't let the devil kind of creep in there and sort of give a lot of negativity. There's so many other positive things in your life that you can focus on. I think that you can do that. I think it's not going to be a problem. And as you improve, as you start bringing the sun into people's lives, which I think you do, then other people will want to come in and, sort of be a part of your life, and things will get better. Ace of Cups says so. It says new emotions, great things could be on the horizons for you. And I like it overall. But of course, we all have the day-to-day challenge we got to deal with. And you just got to deal with that, Sorry, you just got to deal with that. That's the way things go. Anyway, Lachey, what's coming over here in November? And then what are Kate's feelings for me? Linda, what's going on? Good to see you. Christina with a K, what is up? How is it going? Good to see you as well. All right, so let's do another one. Let's do the double Lachey shot here with the best deck that I have. My deck, of course. You knew it was going to happen. My deck, of course, the Waterfall Tarot. You got to have one. If you want one, link in the description of where you get you one. And, Waterfall Tarot. We got an unboxed one for like $29. I mean, that's okay. That is not a bad deal. So, just hop on in there and give that a shot. Give it a try. There you go. All right. I would say what is coming from me here in November. 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. It is a recovery from a money challenge. We have some sort of a money challenge sort of creeping up on us. It feels like that money is sort of hard to come by sometimes, or money sort of leaves faster than it arrives. We do have sort of a money challenge with this Five of Pentacles. There is a way out. I think in November, there is some steps we can take. There is some things we can embrace. There is some things we can chase where, you have the opportunity for a way out. Knight of Swords says so. We have an escape mechanism. We have a way around this. Some of the challenges are just magically going to be fixed. Some of the challenges are going to magically try to be repaired. I don't think it's a permanent problem as well. Knight of Swords says there's a way out. There's a lot of good things, a lot of good escape mechanisms in November that we can hang on to, and we can go through and get it done. Two of Wands. What can we inventory now that can be used later? And I think that's kind of where November is. Nadia, thank you for your donation. What can we focus on now that can be used for the rest of November? I think you've been given a key. I think you've been given a hint. I think you've been given some opportunities that you need to embrace that are going to last you throughout November. I think there are multiple opportunities, multiple cool things around the corner for you. Two of Wands says, hey, let's embrace those. Let's prep for those. Let's get those going. I think that's going to be important for us to do. Five of Swords being reversed. There are some things that didn't quite work out before that need to be readdressed or need to be re-challenged. In other words, things that happened before that didn't work, things that happened, things you worked on that were failures, things that didn't just work out the way that you wanted to. But the Five of Swords being reversed is a key component here. It says, let's try those again. Let's see what we have in the past that we can re-embrace, we can look at, we can get going. I think that's going to be one key for November. Kay, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, Nirvana Bliss. I read you about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Rewind, and it is going to be there indeed. Okay. Let's see. What are Kate's current feelings towards me? What does Kate have? Oh, Kate likes you, but Kate's hard as hell to deal with. Kate's a pain in the butt. Kate is a pain in the butt. There's not an easy way into that. There's not an easy way around that. No matter what you try to embrace with Kate, no matter what you try to do with Kate, there's just going to be a pain in the butt. Queen of Swords, Corella Deville, next to the Knight of Cups. I have a love-hate relationship sometimes with Kate, right? Kate seems to be a pain in the ass sometimes, and then other times they're just magically and just amazing, and you love everything about them. The Knight of Cups says they do have feelings towards us. Strength is you're just going to have to be patient with Kate, and I know it's hard. And I know it's hard because they are just inconsistent with some things. It feels like they're all over the place. It feels like they're hard to catch up to. It feels like they're always moving, always going, and you just can't get a grasp on what is happening. Six of Pentacles says if you give them enough time, you will get the things that you need from Kate. You will, right? But you definitely have to. You definitely have to be patient. Strength says be more patient. Understand this person's coming from a place of challenge. They are a challenge to work with. You're going to have to sort of be, take a deep breath and then go forth and do your own thing. Wait for them to respond, basically, right? Because forcing anything out of this connection is just not going to be advantageous for anybody, especially not you, because there's not going to be a lot you're going to get out of it. And it will seem to be a thing. Yeah, it'll seem to be a bad thing. Anyway, now let's go to Brenda's question over PayPal. Brenda and Drolanda have questions over PayPal. Let's do both those right now. Will I marry WW? Let's see. Let me click the question. Will I marry WW? There you go. Will I marry WW? Is this a connection that will work? Is this a connection that I need in my life? Let's find out by using the Love Read. This is such a great deck. I mean, if you don't have the Modern Love Tarot, yeah, Kate does have feelings, but yeah, Kate has some feelings in there. You just got to dig them out. You just got to dig them out of Kate. Kate looks like a pain in the booty. Pain in the booty sometimes, the way sometimes goes. Brenda wants to know, will I marry WW? Is this a matrimony made in heaven? Will we walk down the aisle and get everything done? Oh, the lover says yes. And the Two of Cups in the same thing. I like it. This is something that needs to happen. This is something that's meant to be. Brenda, I like it. I like it a lot. Anytime the Lovers with the Two of Cups, you just a magical connection, a fantastic connection, a beautiful, strong connection. I really like it. Four of Pentacles, though, you know, there is a little bit of selfishness on WW's side where they need to sort of relax with that and be more giving, be more accepting, and sort of be more open. Where sometimes they're closed, you know. Overall, I would just kind of ignore it. Overall, I wouldn't put too much emphasis on it. Because you have such a great time on here. The Lovers and the Two of Cups combo is so fantastic. It's so great. I love every part of it. I think that's going to be a key for you. But yeah, that's a massive yes. All you need is a 10 of Pentacles in the middle, and we're just like a zero chance this ain't going to happen. The Lovers and the Two of Cups being here, sandwiched a little bit by some held backness. But overall, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to go with a massive thumbs up for that. Beautiful read for Brenda. Now, Dralanda is there too. Dralanda wants to know. All right. Let's see. We're going to have to type it out. All right. So we got DL wants to know, why can't I keep friends? Am I too closed off? All right. Let's find out. Let's find out how we can't keep friends, why we can't make a nice connection to a beautiful set of people and then hang out with them and be all that. The Tower says that we are going to go for the Tarot and Wonderland. Renee, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. We're going to go with the Tarot and Wonderland for this magical thing and find out why we can't keep Ain't No Friends. Let's see. All right. I'm going to go with this card, that card, and maybe that card too. Throw them all in the mix and find out what is going on with the friendly advice. Page of Wands, the Star, and the Moon. This is something that has two major components. Now, before I read this, I don't know you. I have no idea. I have no idea at all. But I'm just going to tell you what the cards say. So if there's something in here that you may not agree with, I'm just saying, I'm telling you what the cards say, because that's what you paid for. Page of Wands says there's a follow-up problem. What I mean by this, all right, so Dralandra, me and you become friends, right? Me and you become good friends, and you know we talk. Right? There's a necessity that we got to maintain some connection and some communication. We got to go out and eat, right? Go out and have a coffee here and there. We got to talk about stuff. We got to interact. So in other words, you got to follow up. You got to follow up with this person because everybody's life is busy. So you have to follow up with them, schedule something. Sometimes it's hard, but you have to schedule up something. Let's go out. Let's have a coffee. Let's, you know what I'm saying? And then we're friends. We become more friends and more close and things like that. And instead of talking about the weather, now we're talking about emotions and you know what I'm saying? So the Page of Wands says there's not enough follow-up, or we need to follow up with these friends and keep that connection active and going, right? And that is going to be one of those. The Star says that you do have to sort of find mutual interest too, right? Because if me and you have nothing but counter interest, you like, you're Republican, I'm Democrat, you like cheese, I hate cheese, you know, we have nothing. The Star says find the pathway to have some mutual stuff, right? Find the pathway to that. Nirvana, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, it feels like the Star says we need to have this connection going. Now, the Moon says talk about emotions. Talk about emotions. Nama, I did read you about 10 minutes ago. Rewind. But yeah, the Moon says talk about emotions. That's going to be important. Get into emotional conversations. Don't just talk about the weather. And that is going to make a deeper connection with people. Blah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Lady Vegas has a dead animal. It sounds kind of rough over there. Anyway, Samantha wants to know, will I be in a serious love relationship in 2022? Nama, thank you for your other donation. Nama, let me know what your question is. Nama, let me know what your question is. I read your other question a minute ago. Let me know what your new question is. Thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what else is going on over there. And Nama, it's a good reading. Nama, I got to say, everybody in chat said that was a great reading. So rewind over there and hopefully get a thumbs up on that read. All right. Let's see. Will I be in a serious love relationship next year? The Devil, you got a King of Swords, and you got a Knight of Wands. I think it's something where you're going to have to get rid of the wasted time. I do think that you have some people that are just occupying a lot of your time, a lot of your emotion. They're dragging you down. It's not something that you're excited about or thrilled about. You got to get rid of some of these people. The Devil is on your back, and you got to shake them off, basically, right? Brenda, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. Or Brandy, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. When will WW get married? Okay, we'll find out. Yeah, the King of Swords. It does say that 2022 is going to be a good year for you overall with love and love connections. You got to get rid of the people that are wasting your freaking time. I think a lot of people just want a quick hit it and quit it. Or, you know, a lot of people have some problems with that. You're just going to have to go through and you have to figure out how things are going. But basically, I think that you have a good opportunity for getting into a relationship in 2022. Yeah, Tosh, you are next. You're next after the double shot of Samantha. So there we go. All right. Jolanda says so true. Pretty good. Nama, thank you for your very generous feedback there. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. The next question that I need to click, that I need to highlight is the Virgo officially out of my life for good? Two of Wands, Hanged Man, and Eight of Pentacles. No. I think I think that they are indeed going to be around again. Now, I think they're coming back in a different perspective. I think they're coming back with a different set of, what they want or where they want to go or how they want to be. I think they've changed when they come back. But if you can put up with that, I think that's all right. Overall, they're a massive waste of time, just like they were before. I wouldn't waste time with this Virgo. Quite frankly, I wouldn't waste it. You have games, right? You have games being played. I don't think it works out for you. Long term, even if they come back, I would kick them to the curb. Samantha, I would kick that Virgo straight to the curb. Anyway, find it. Okay, Lady Vegas has some problems with smells over there. That ain't no good. Ain't nobody got time for bad smells. Anyway, Tosh wants to know, Ian's feelings for me, there's no contact. Will there be some contact? We want some in our life, maybe. I don't know. I think we're going to go with this deck right here for this. I love this one. Gilded Tarot Royale. I think it's nice. I think it's nice indeed. A little bit of a Ciro Marchetti action. Now, good news. The Ciro Marchetti deck that has my name printed on it is coming. I got a shipping notice. It will be here any day. And I am pretty damn excited about it. You're going to see me open it up, crank it up. We're going to start using that sucker. I think it's going to be fantastic. Ian's current feelings of me. Will there be contact? Will he, get his head out of his butt and make some contact? Three of Cups says, oh, that's kind of a challenge for them to do, definitely. Is there somebody else involved? Tosh, is there somebody else involved? What's going on over here? Is there like a third party or something else involved? Something's going on over there. You do have the Queen of Wands that says that Ian does still have a little bit of feeling, but it doesn't feel like they're going to contact you. It feels like they're busy with somebody else. Or sort of they're busy with a new life or busy with somebody else that they have been focused on. King of Pentacles says they didn't waste any time either. This is a person that's going to be, it's going to be kind of back and forth. You know what I mean? It's going to be back and forth. Some days it's going to be hot. Some days it's going to be cold. But most days it's just kind of cold. The Three of Cups, there's a third party in here they are busy with, they are focused on, and it's going to be difficult to sort of drag them back. It's going to be difficult for them to sort of drag them back. Rowan's Impressions bought this deck because of me. Well, thank you, Rowan's Impression. I appreciate that. Maybe Chiro will give me a kickback. Yeah, that'll happen. But I still want to see if Chiro will come on the stream one day. Do an interview with Ciro Marchetti. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, maybe I'll email him and ask. Let's see. Anyway, we're out of this world. We did that. We got Rowan's Impressions. Sorry it's taking so long. We have 30 donations tonight so far. We're hopping it. Anyway, will D ever marry me or just need to cut losses and get lost? Rowan's Impressions wants some D. I'm just saying.
Everybody loves the D.
And if we can impress ourselves with some D, that would be nice. That would be nice. Nirvana, I got my cue. Nirvana, I got your question. I did. That's kind of funny that I run the channel. Andrew, do you run the channel? I think, actually. Anyway, but yeah, Andrew, okay. So, yeah, Nirvana, I got your question. You are in the queue. You are in the queue. I see you up there. You are in the queue. Let me show you where you're at. Let me show you where you're at. We are on Rowan's Impressions right now. We got Nirvana's right here. So we got Val Mary, got Nadia, Kay, Samantha, again, Kozai, Renee, and then Nirvana. And then Nirvana. So you're here. And we are here. You are here. We are here. You are here. We are here. There we go. All right. Let's see. Will D ever marry me, or do I need just to cut my losses? Quite frankly, I would cut your losses. This looks difficult. This does look difficult, right? You got the Queen of Wands. You're worrying too much about this. You're concerned too much about that. It feels like things just aren't at the place that we need to be sometimes. Page of Cups. I don't think emotionally they're just ready for it. Page of Cups. I don't think they're just ready for it. We're sort of in that emotional state where it's just kind of challenging. We're just not doing that, right? Six of Swords. You need to just move on. We got a movement card here, moving to a better place. You need to move on. Normally this has packed with people. It's just you in the boat. I'm just saying, just you in the boat. There you go. So you're watching us. Yeah, Nirvana, I watch everything. Nirvana, I'm OCD. Nirvana, I code for a living. I code for a living. It makes you OCD very quickly. Anyway, Val Mary, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. Ellen Maddie, what is going on? Good to see you. All right, Val Mary has a double shot tonight. The first shot, though. Who's coming towards me in love? Is it anything good? Give me some good news over here. Give me some good news with love. I give you some good news with love. If I'm going to give you some good news with love, it's going to be with this one. It's got that. You see that reflection? Look at that reflection. What deck is this? You don't know, because it's reflection. Now you do. You don't know. You don't know. Now you do. You don't know. Now you do. Okay. Anyway, that's the Light Seers Tarot. In case, where have you been? If you can't recognize the Light Seers Tarot at this point in life, I'm just saying, where have you been if you can't recognize the Light Seers Tarot in your life? What is coming from me in love? Is it anybody? Is it anything good? Diane, what's going on? Let's find out if that's good. The Two of Swords and the King of Pentacles. I think you're up for basically an earth sign. Oh, God bless that. You're up for an earth sign. Now, earth signs are kind of picky. Earth signs are kind of weird. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You got a little challenge with that. Two of Swords is the problem that you're having is that you're meeting people that are just totally incompatible, right? You need to sort of meet people that are more compatible, more going to be sort of in the same frame, you know, in the same kind of ideas. They like the same kind of things. They want the same kind of emotions. They want the same kind of connection that you do. King of Pentacles, you basically need to find somebody that has it going on, has a stable thing going. And I think that is going to be huge for you. I think that's going to be huge for you if you can locate it. Nama, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Hope everything works out, Nama. You definitely belong in this world, and we all like you. I mean, you know, we all like you. All right, this RW, hopefully not Rider Waite. The Pisces. A Pisces. Nadia, did you get yourself a Pisces? Did you get yourself a fishy? Nadia, you got the pipe. You got it going on. You got the going on thing going on. Does that even make sense? You know, it's one of those nights. One of those nights where I should have had a beer. It's one of those nights where I should have some alcohol. Maybe I'll get a shot. Maybe I'll take a shot after the stream. I don't know. Nadia, what do you think? What do you think? You and the Pisces, maybe y'all need a shot together. I don't know. Maybe I need to get drunk tonight. Well, the Pisces feel about me. Everybody can't have a good reading. Everybody can't have a good reading. And tonight, you seem to be the victim of that. You do have a Three of Swords. It is a bit of challenge getting this Pisces to have some stable feelings, right? The Pisces having a stable feeling, and the Pisces getting through the Pisces emotion. It just seems difficult sometimes. Three of Swords said that is challenging indeed. Two of Wands says you may want to look elsewhere. I mean, you may want to look elsewhere. RW the Pisces. It looks like may want to look out that window, see what other opportunities, see what other things are available. You may want to look in a different direction. 8 of Wands says move on. 8 of Wands says move on. Sometimes you just got to pick up the pieces and move on with that. M. Sully, welcome back. Good to see you again. I appreciate that. All right. Oh, man. You know, some days it's a rough read. Nadia, I'm sorry. You. All right. Nama, that's a rough life there. Okay. Kay wants to know. We have Brandy too. Brandy, I'm going to get you after the second Samantha. All right, let's see what's going on. Kay wants to know. Hi, Tarot Oracle. Well, hello, Kay. How are you? A general reading for 2022. If I'm going to do a general tonight, oh, what do we want? We did this one. We haven't done this one. This has been a hot minute since we've touched this deck, and I like touching my decks. All right. Forest Creatures version 2. That's going to be a thing. That is going to be a thing tonight. The Forest Creatures. Now, I told you there's 2 versions. You can have the version 2, or you can have the version 1. It depends on your preference. They have a little bit of a different art. Now, Christina loves the version 1. That is for damn sure. But me, I like the version 2 a little bit better. I mean, it is so close. It is so close indeed. But I mean, there is a version 2, and this is it. Anyway, let's go with it. General read for 2022. 5 of Cups, Justice, 10 of Wands, and the Page of Coins. Oh, man. And I think up until February 2022 looks a little challenged. You have the 5 of Cups into Justice. I think some things are definitely off balance in your life. You have some things that are just not exactly how they need to be. Some things that are just sort of a little bit off kilter, right? It feels like they're just not able to get things done. It feels like a lot of things are just not sort of going your way, not moving, not flowing the way that you need to do. That is going to be difficult indeed. 5 of Cups says watch out for January. I think it's going to be a little bit on the hard side. Justice says things even out though. Now, again, there are a couple of extremes, right? It just feels like that those are really settling down around mid to late March. Mid to late March is things that are extreme, that have come up, that are just sort of, challenging, sort of just go away, fade away. I don't think they're going to be a long term. So if you do see something that looks a little bit on the challenge side, it feels like that's not going to be around for very long. 10 of Wands says, how much do you want to take on? Because I think a lot of people have demands for you in 2022, especially around July. If things pick up, things feel like that they're just sort of moving faster. There's sort of more challenging things, more things happening up until July. And then at July, it feels like that you just have too much. So be careful what you commit to. A lot of times we'll just commit to something. It feels all right. It looks all right. And then it becomes a big problem what we're doing. Page of Coins is ultimately beware of your finances. I would say August until December. Make sure your finances are in place. Make sure your finances are locked down tight, because I think there are some interesting things that are happening, that are going on, that you definitely don't want to deal with financially in 2022. Anyway, that was a very detailed reading, but hopefully that made up. All right. Should you get a Psych D or a PhD in art therapy degree? All right. We're going to draw some stuff and we're going to do it for therapy. I like it. If I'm going to have art therapy reading, you want to use an art deck. Artsy deck that I like. It's going to be the Revival Art Tarot version 1. 2 versions of this too. Taroko Studio just cranks them out. I mean, that's what it goes. Should I get a Psych D or a PhD in art therapy? The art therapy says the King, the Lovers, and the 10 of Swords. I think you should get the PhD. I mean, I think that you should get the PhD. That's going to be important for you. I think that's going to be one of your focus, right? 9 of coins. It's going to be something that you're focused on. It's going to be something that you're excited about. The Lovers, it's a great match for you. By the way, I did a painting. I did this painting. I tried it out. I did this painting. If you want to see it, where are you at on my Instagram? If you want to see this stuff, if you wanted to see this stuff, you need to be on my Instagram. I'm baking cakes over here. I'm making cookies over here. My Instagram is hopping with art. I'm just saying, Instagram is hopping with art. 10 of Swords. Now, be careful which one you choose. I think you need to sort of research both heavily and find out and focus on the one that is the one that you want. Because I think you don't want the other one. I would say the PhD. I would say the PhD. That is going to be the good focus there. All right. Now we're going to hop over to, let's see, Brenda. Brenda, are you Brenda over here? Yeah, hopping over to Brenda. All right. My question, okay, will they marry me? Okay, we said they will. When will they? When will they marry me? We're going to keep on. With the Nama, you got to ease up. Nama, thank you for everything. You just got to ease up. you gotta ease up. Go back and watch your reading again. There's a lot of good stuff to focus on. Anyway, now when will we get married? Because the last reading, confused by your answer. Well, I don't know. I think she says, should they get a PhD? And I think so, yes. I think yes, basically. KD, answering your question. Anyway, when will they marry me? Because, I'm just saying, because the last reading was fantastic. It was amazing. Now, Renee has had readings like that too. Renee, you're coming up next. You're coming up next. M. Sully, I ain't forgot you. Let me show the cue again. We are right on Samantha right now. We got Kolzai. We got Renee right here. Renee has had some of the best readings on the channel. Renee has a reputation on this channel for some of the best damn readings I've ever done. I mean, some of the best cards that have ever come out of tarot will plop down on the table when Renee is her turn. It seems like it. Nirvana is after that. We got Blah. We got Nama. Thank you for your very generous donations over here. We got Val Mary and we got M. Sully. M. Sully, you are in the queue to find a boyfriend. M. Sully, we will find you a boyfriend. We'll find you a boyfriend tonight. Angela, what's going on? All right. Let's see. Ace, when will? I'm going with an Ace of Wands, 8 of Swords, and the 4 of Coins. 8 of Swords feels like right now is maybe not the best time. And again, the last reading was fantastic. I mean, it was approaching the Brenda epic it was approaching the Renee epic reading section. But this reading says, wait, we need to wait. Right now may not be it. 8 of Swords, we're restricted. Right now, we cannot do this. Right now, it seems to be not a thing. 4 of Coins, either there's a money problem, or there's sort of a financial thing going on, or there's just not a clear map of where we need to be, how we need to do this. But obviously, since the last reading was so good, we know it's going to occur. 4 of Coins just says, wait, hold on, be patient with it. I think it'll be all right. So it looks like it's going to be a little while before we get married. Not going to be anything soon. We didn't get big movement cards. We didn't get quick cards. We didn't get adventurous cards. We just got sort of a lot of wait and hang it out. Wait and hang out is sort of what we got. Anyway, we are back. To Kolzaya will end reply in the next 3 or 4 days. Let's find out what's going on with that. And then we're going to hop into Renee's read, which is always fantastic, actually. Renee, have you had a bad read yet? Like, have we had like any like really bad cards on your reading? Renee's got some amazing freaking readings. Anyway, all right, I'm like obsessed with that. Let's move on. Let's get some more readings done tonight. I want to use, Kolzaya, I'm kind of in the mood to use this. The Tarot of the Unknown, right? The Tarot of the Unknown. Lanso, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, Kolzaya. Let's find out if they will reply in the next 3-4 days. Thumbs up, thumbs down, easy peasy. Let's find out. You got the Cipher, the Connection, Page of Pentacles, and a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of thing. I'm going to go with a thumbs down on this. I don't think the next 3 or 4 days is just going to be good, all right? I don't think the next 3 or 4 days is going to be something where they will reply during that time period. You got the cipher, things being sort of built up, a little bit of a disconnect coming in here. You got the Page of Pentacles, the stability not being there, not being prepared, not being ready for that. The Rock of Rocks, it is stable. It's just I'm not quite prepared for this as of yet. And sort of just giving up and moving on, right? Giving up and moving on, not quite being prepared, and just feels like that is just sort of challenging indeed. Challenging indeed. Now for the epic moment, Renee. Will Kay and I reconcile and be in a committed relationship? All right. Let's see what's going on. I kind of want to use the Tarot of Curious Travels for this. I really like that deck. And okay, it's up here. It's replaced another deck. It's replaced another deck. And I know a lot of people are like jealous, like, wait a minute. You actually replaced something. You actually replaced a deck over here in your main thing. Yes, I did. Sometimes I gotta cycle out the old and bring in the new. I really resonate with this deck. I think this deck is gonna give a lot of damn good reads over the years. I'll tell you that now. Anyway, all right. We got the Queen of Wands, a multitasker extraordinaire. We do have the 4, which says, oh, we're going to sort of hold on with that. Got a little bit of retirement. I think reconciliation is a ways off. And thank you for your donation. It feels reconciliation is a ways off, if that makes sense, right? Just a ways off with this. Queen says that it is possible. It is something that we can get into. The 4 says that reconciliation is going to be kind of hard right now, right? It's going to be difficult to get through this. It's going to be difficult to get back in the fold, get back in the magic as it happens. King of Pentacles says, as time rolls on, we have more of an open opportunity. And I don't know if you want to go through that opportunity because you got other things going on. I think you got other opportunities out there that you may want to embrace that may just make you not think about this, or may think you maybe just replace this kind of thing. The 3 says we will have a connection later, even if it's a friendship, we will have a connection with that. But the reconciliation is going to be a while. It is going to be a little bit. I mean, they're going to be a little bit. So be prepared for that. But when it does happen, when we do relax, when we're not so upset about everything, we're not kind of worked up about everything, we have a possibility the door does open. When it opens, how you want to embrace that is definitely going to be up to you. Anyway, Nirvana Bliss is back for one more shot over here. You made another super chat. I saw it. My new question, I saw that. I have a big meeting on Wednesday. I want to know what's going to be the outcome. What is going to be the outcome? What is going to be the outcome of the big, important meeting? A big, important meeting over there. What is going to be the outcome? What is going to happen? How are we going to be able to process and go for this, right? How are we going to be able to process and go for this? Nirvana wants to know. All right, I'm just saying. The Sun, beautiful. The Empress, beautiful. And the Lord of Victory, beautiful. Nirvana, I wouldn't sweat it. I would not sweat it at all. I'm just saying now, would not sweat it at all. Not even a bit. I think it's going to go fantastic. You got 2 majors, both of which are great. And you have a 6 of Wands, the Lord of Victory right here. I wouldn't even concern yourself, Nirvana. This looks amazing. This looks fantastic. I adore this. I think it's going to be fantastic overall. Anyway, Blah wants to know, do you see me scholarship for an MBA? Oh, good old Masters of Business Administration. I mean, that is sort of a catch-all degree for sure. If I'm going to get an MBA, I'm going to use this deck right here to get it. I mean, come on. You're going to use this deck. That's what I'm saying. Blah. I'm just saying, if you need a deck to get an MBA with, it's going to be the Tarot of the Divine. The Tarot of the Divine. That is going to be important. That is going to be absolutely important going forward. All right. See, we're getting a scholarship for an MBA. I would say if we're going to throw in a scholarship, The Lovers, the Death card, I like it. I do think that you will get that. We're going to go with a thumbs up. I like it. I think it's going to be positive. I think it's going to be all right at the end of the day. 5 of Wands says you are competing. You are competing against many other people with it. The 5 of Wands, we're having just a stick fight with many other people, right? We have a stick fight with many other people. Things are going in. Things are being forced through. 5 of Wands says, yeah, we're having some difficulty there. The Death says we are able to make a change. We are able to apply. I think we apply maybe a couple of times, what have you. But the Lover says it's a good match and you get it. So we're going with a thumbs up on that. We are definitely going a thumbs up on that. Nama, that is a very depressing question. Nama, that's a really kind of a depressing question. Nama, can you rephrase that? Can you rephrase that? That's like significantly. That's like it's like borderline. I could get sued kind of thing. It's borderline. I could get sued. Somebody could interpret that as somebody could interpret your question as I'm telling you to leave this world or something. Out of which I'm not. I'm telling you to stay. Anyway, Nama, can you rephrase your question? Can you rephrase your question? Anyway, Val Mary, does the ex have feeling towards me? Val Mary, and let's go. Let's find out what is going on with that. All right, yeah, rephrase the question where it's not going to be, yeah. First off, I mean, I don't know, whatever country you're in, there's got to be like a suicide hotline or something that you probably want to call or anything like that. What country are you in? What country are you in? Anyway, all right. Let's go with this particular thing here, the Bumbleberry Hollows. The Bumbleberry Hollows. That is going to be a fantastic card. Going to be a fantastic card to sort of run through here. Val Mary, do the ex have feelings towards me? The ex feelings towards me. Let's find out what is going on with that. What is happening with all of that? All right. Let's see. All right, 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. We got the Fool and the 6 of Wands. I like it. You're not. Okay, that's good, Nama. That is good that you aren't. Can you rephrase your question, though? I mean, just basically rephrase it. Yeah, it's in Romania. There's a cat in Romania. Isn't there a cat shelter? Isn't there like a big cat shelter? I know in Rome, there was a big cat shelter. Okay. Anyway, in Rome, they have a dedicated shelter for cats. It's like this big open area that stray cats can go into. Is that something you got in Romania? Let me know, because I did visit that in Rome. I got I got the hat. I think I got the hat or the t-shirt or maybe both a long time ago. I lost it, but whatever. Anyway, let's go back to the reads. Does the ex have feelings towards me currently? That's fine. You did. You're in the USA. Okay. Anyway, the 9 of Swords is some concern about the feelings, right? They are concerned about this. The Fool says they're willing to sort of jump in. They're willing to sort of take a shot at it. They're willing to sort of get a good go at it. The Fool says, sure, I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to go forth and get it done. The 6 of Wands says, I think it would actually work out if you did get back together with the ex. Absolutely. 9 of Swords, though, says there's a lot of concern going on with this. It feels like that they're just really hesitant. Are they just not exactly, proficient? Are they just not exactly feeling it right now? So you got to kind of relax with it and, sort of let it happen. I think if you let it happen organically, the Fool says we can involve us together. We can be together again. The 6 of Wands says the Lord of Victory. It says, sure, why not? Sure, why not? Let's be victorious. Let's get it done. They do have feelings. They're just a little bit hesitant to say anything or a little bit hesitant to express anything. Anyway, M. Solly wants a boyfriend. And looking at your picture, I'm not sure why you don't have one already. Anyway, M. Solly wants a boyfriend and has a very cute picture. So I'm not sure why M. Solly does not have a boyfriend. But let's find out if M. Solly can get a boyfriend and see what's going on with that. All right. We have a romantic love coming up soon. What kind of love is out there? What kind of love is possible in the world of love? The world of love. Can we get the love balloons? A little bit of a love balloon going on over here. Get some love over there. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Wands, Hanged Man, and the Queen of Wands. I do think that you have one. I mean, I do think, Nadia, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, Nama, you are in the queue. I have you in the queue. Let's go forth and show the queue again. All right. We are here, and you are here. M. Sully and Nama. So we got Lansto, NN, and then we got Nama. So Nama, you are in the queue. Thank you again for all your donations tonight. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Romantic relationship. I think you do. I think this is a thumbs up. I like it. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Hangman, and the Queen of Wands. It feels like we meet somebody either at work or during the hobbies or out and about. It feels like we meet somebody sort of making money, right? The Queen of Pentacles. It feels like that there is. I feels like things feels like that there is, and I think it works. Queen of Pentacles. Now this is going to be okay. This is going to be a Taurus. I'm not sure if you've had a Taurus before, but Taurus is for interesting by far. So, you know, you're just going to have to go forth and hope for the best with that. Ace of Wands. So it just kind of comes out of nowhere, no pun intended. Hanged Man. This is an opposites attract, right? This is an opposites attract kind of feel. You have the Hanged Man. We have different opinions on stuff. Maybe the Democratic, maybe you're Republican, maybe the opposite. Maybe they like cheese. Maybe you don't like cheese. Maybe they hate tarot. Maybe you love tarot. It just feels like this is an opposites attract situation. For a Taurus, it's going to be kind of challenging and both interesting at the same time. So I think you're going to have to sort of put up with the old Taurus, the way the Taurus goes sometimes. Sometimes the Taurus is great. Sometimes the Taurus is kind of stubborn. It's a Taurus. It is a bull. You kind of got to sort of, you know, roll with it. You're a crab. Well, there you go. You're going to be ready for all of that. Ace of Wands says it moves kind of slow at first, but then it kind of picks up and you have a lot of good things happening with that. Now, Queen of Wands says it's difficult to get together with this person. It is difficult to get together with them because they're always like really busy. You're really busy. You have to have this scheduling thing going back and forth. It is sort of challenging to get it. But overall, I like it. Overall, I think we have good things in there. And I mean, you know, we kind of got something going on. I do think that, you know, you sort of just meet this person either at work or place where we earn money or sort of out and about with that as well. Overall, I like it. I think you got somebody cute coming. There you go. They got to be cute. Cute. I like it. Okay. Lansto donated $1. Where's Lansto at? Lansto is here. Can I ask, estimated time frame? He is going to be introducing me to his family. Let's get rid of this one. Let's use another cute deck because I have nothing but cute decks up in here. If you haven't been here before, I have nothing but cute decks hanging out over here. It is cute deck central. It is cute deck central over here. So there you go. There you go. All right. Estimated time frame introducing me to a family. Three of Swords, Page of Swords. They don't want to. Well, oh man, you know, they kind of don't want to, but you know, that's the way it goes. I say 4 months. I mean, I'm just saying 4 months, I think is the time frame. I mean, just as, you know, entertainment purposes only, but we're going on 4 months and, you want a time frame? There you go. Introduction of the family in 4 months. This, you know, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal at the same time. Anyway, there's your easy answer to an easy question. Should I pursue art or counseling? It sounds like a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Should I pursue some art or should I pursue some counseling? Let's see. Let's find out what's going on with that. We're gonna do a tarot throwdown here. We got multiple options, right? We got art up here. We got counseling down here. And art up there. I would say, as far as the art is concerned, a little bit challenging with that. It's almost like neither one of these look good. I'm just saying, it's almost like, you're welcome, M. Sully. Have a good day. All right. I would say neither one of these looks amazing. Really, neither one of these looks amazing. That is one of the things, right? I think the art is going to be the best for you overall. I think the art has so many different things you can do, has so many different ways and pathways to make money. You can translate it into making tarot decks. You can translate it into making paintings and selling. You can draw people's dogs. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Art has more flexibility in it. Counseling, I think, is very restricted, and after you got into it, you kind of regret it. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never make a career decision based upon a fat man doing internet readings. But overall, I think there's a better option that's not art and not counseling, quite frankly. I mean, I'm just saying. They're not art, not counseling. I think that both of these look kind of challenged. Art has the most venues for you to make money, basically. Art has the most venues for you to make money. If you were to dive into counseling, it looks like you would kind of regret it at the end of the day. But again, entertainment purposes only. Pick your path. Pick your own path. Now, Nama reworded the question. Okay, so basically, let me reword the question. Let me reword it over here. All right, we're going with Nama wants to know, when I eventually am not here, will my cats be okay? All right. Someday, maybe when we're 95, maybe when we're 100 years old or what have you, we're not here. We're not here. But we've set up a system where we have a lot of beautiful, wonderful cats. I'm a big cat fan, if you don't know by now. If we have a lot of beautiful, wonderful cats that are going to be around us. Now, are they going to be okay? I mean, do we have somebody that's going to be able to adopt the cat, or maybe we're on vacation, or maybe we're old and 95, 100 years old, and we're finally not going to be around? Will the cats be okay? Now, this is going to be a cat deck that we need a cat deck. We do need a cat deck for this. So let's find out. Let's find out how this is going. See, hopefully 100 years old. Nama's going to break the record and live to be 100 years old. And at that time, when Nama finally leaves, will we be able to have care for our beautiful kitty cats? Now, we're using a cat deck for this, obviously. And the cat deck has has the wheel, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 3. I think absolutely we're going with a massive thumbs up on this. I love this. I love this read. Now, the cats will miss you. The cats will miss you. Bottom line, the cats are going to be like, Nama was my best friend. Nama was wonderful to be around. I desperately needed Nama. Nama was so fantastic, brightened up all of our lives. I loved hanging out with Nama. Every time Nama was around, I started purring immediately because Nama was my best friend. Nama was my best friend in the world. And now Nama's on vacation. Now Nama maybe got 100 years old, maybe not around her anymore. We're going to miss Nama. That's the first thing the reading says. We are going to miss Nama greatly because Nama was our best friend in the world. Wheel of Fortune, though, says somebody else is going to come along and get, a rescue of the cat. Somebody's going to adopt the cat because Nama has made them, spoiled them, made them so sweet and loving, so purry, so soft and cuddly that everybody is going to be trying to get their hands on Nama's beautiful, wonderful pets, right? And because they're all so friendly, beautiful, and wonderful, and they just are having a fantastic time. Everybody's going to want to adopt one. The Wheel of Fortune said they're going to be able to get life back to normal. Life's going to be okay, not going to be a problem at all. Queen of Pentacles says they will eventually find stability and, a lot of good stuff. They'll find stability and happiness with another individual. And the 3 of Cups, they're going to make good friends. They're going to make a new family and a new home. Everything is just going to be okay. I mean, I'm just saying. I am just saying, when you love cats, you just spoil them rotten like my cat. You spoil them completely rotten, and they are just lovey-dovey to everybody, and everybody wants to be around my cat, right? My girlfriend's daughter, like everybody I see wants to be around my cat because she's so cuddly and lovey. And, that's what happens when you really love an animal. That's what happens when you sort of spoil an animal. They just get to be your best friend, and everybody enjoys them, and everybody's going to be wanting to see and hang around Nama's cats. All right, last reading of the night. We got Nadia. Does the Cancer, have any feelings for me? Let's find out what is going on with that. We are going to use this deck for the last reading of the night. I like it. I like it. Talking to Ma, rewind. Yeah, Val Mary, you got to rewind it. Last reading of the night. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate that. And I greatly appreciate your patience for me last night. And, everything's okay now. Anyway, does the ex have feelings towards me? Ace of Swords, King of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. It looks like that, after some time, maybe. You do have the Ace of Swords. I think they will be contacting you eventually. You do have that Ace of Swords, that productivity, that movement, that air that's sort of coming in. The Ace of Swords means we need a good connection, a strong connection. It's going to be there. That's going to be fantastic. King of Swords, it does say that it's going to be on their terms, right? Their time, their terms. They have a lot of control, a lot of command over this connection. So they are going to make a connection, but it's going to be on the way that they want it to be. Page of Pentacles does say this is going to be kind of a challenge to get started again. You're going to have to kind of start over in a lot of ways. It's going to be hard to get stability back the way that you had it before. But obviously, anything is possible if two people want the same thing. And I think that's going to be great. I think it is going to be great. But, not a lot of feelings, but they are going to reach out to you, but they're going to be on their terms. In other words, they're going to have their own agenda as they come in. And that is it for me. That is it for the readings tonight. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate that. We will see you tomorrow.